Good morning, Zodiac. Welcome. We're going to do, we're in the aftermath here in Mexico, where I am, of the Hurricane Grace. In the grace of grace, as it were. Everything's fine. Did knock out power for a while, though. Had to read a book. It was kind of fun. It was kind of novel. Pun totally intended. But using the Gilded Tarot Royale today. I gotta speak up so I don't have any sound problems. Ultimately, just speak up. Virgo rising, I don't like to speak up. You know, it's great for training dogs because they have good ears, but you want them to listen. You don't want to be yelling at your dog all the time. Talk rather soft. Stay. That's it. That should be all it takes. But I'm going to try to speak up, and this is the weekend read for the 20th of Ace of Wands. We'll just keep an eye if it shows up again, and I know. But so for the 20th, this is deep in there, and boy, we got the full moon, the second full moon, this magical second full moon in Aquarius at 29 degrees. If you're banging that on your chart, hello. So it's a kind of, we'll call that the theme of the weekend, you know. I think this is where, like, really we're going to break free. For me, it's still kind of mainly in my personal chart, this 12th house stuff, which, I don't know, I always feel like the best way, I'm not very Aquarian, and I don't really dig the outer planet energy. Like, they get so into it, and they're like, well, Mars and Mercury are conjunct, and they're sextile to the moon and in the sky. And I mean, yeah, it means something, but I think it really means something based upon positions in our natal chart, maybe, you know, progressed energy. But here we are for the weekend, do a 4-card spread, where we're at, challenges, advice, and outcome. Pull as many clarifiers as need be. All right. Here we go, guys. 7 of Pentacles. So 7 of Pentacles, how we're feeling or where we're at in terms of love and relationships, where our heart is at. That's taking account of things. Now, I'd like to do this as more than just a love reading. If this is regarding a relationship, it's not being certain about reciprocity always, and usually it's you, whoever's listening, is having to think about reciprocity. And my feeling is, and typically if you have to think about it, yeah, it's a problem. So I would call it that way. I noticed on the bottom of the deck, we got 10 of Cups. So for an overall energy, we're definitely talking about a relationship here. But you know, to me, it's like if you have 10 of Cups energy, why would you be in your mind and heart? Why would you be in 7 of Pentacles energy? This is like looking a gift horse in the mouth. There's an old saying, right? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And so you're looking in there, I don't know. I mean, I think like with this combination, this is intuitive. This is kind of like too good to be true and protective at the same time, see? Too good to be true and protective because you've been burned before. And so presenting a pretty solid front of kind of, I hate to quote Reagan, you know, trust but verify energy. So you might be coming in, you know, really feeling this 10 of Cups, really feeling it, but kind of questioning it. And, you know, that may not be a bad thing. I don't know, with intentions, it may be something of a struggle there. It's the same thing in the last Soul Tribe reading. I missed yesterday, sorry, I think, with the hurricane. It's been a diz. I think I'm missing today. So we'll try to get back on schedule, barring any more unforeseen hurricanes and loss of power. Could be that energy too of, like, you know, you're thinking you're manifested, you kind of know it, you're feeling it, but at the same time you're sort of like, is this really, this could just be like, is this really happening? And to ground yourself and to see if it's really happening. Well, now you're really ticking the boxes and checking the boxes, kind of a Virgo-y energy of discernment and paying attention to reality, really. So this is what's crossing us, the Fool. Look, that matches pretty nicely. Look, everything I just said and what our crossing is, what's blocking us is the Fool energy. The Fool doesn't do this, okay? For better or worse, the Fool does not do this. He doesn't stop to even look to see where the bottom is. He just steps off the cliff, because the Fool has that energy of complete faith. Wow, this is again about manifestation, and I gotta say, it definitely, I can resonate with this. Although I'm in a state of kind of grace from this. I noticed the storm name. I wasn't too worried once I heard that name. I didn't say that out loud. People, yeah, you're so crazy. But it was pretty graceful for a hurricane. But I feel really blessed. But I know with this full moon coming this weekend, I really feel like, I've told you, we were dumped out of the portal after 8/8, and I think like maybe if there was any expectation, that would be like walking into a rose garden, taking our lover by the hand, which kind of happened to me once. I don't think that's what happened. I think like I was saying a couple, when it was going down, it's like we went through the portal, we're kind of tumbling and disheveled a little bit and exhausted, maybe kind of having to put Humpty Dumpty back together again kind of energy. And but now with the Ten of Cups here and the Fool, even though it's in what's crossing, it's basically saying you need to take the leap. You need to have the faith is what it is. And I think it's about having faith in the process. It's like having so much faith because you know and you feel in your heart that you are at one and you're feeling good and you're full of love and you're projecting the right energy. You know it's coming, and it's no need to start getting insecure and start counting now and trying to keep track, and this is what's blocking us, because we're not letting go and just believing in the process. I always say, I don't know, for me, I'm not perfect. I have a hard time believing in myself, but I damn well believe in Source, and I believe in the process, and I believe that I have access to great wisdom. Even if I don't have great wisdom myself sometimes, I always have access to great wisdom. I may not personally have a great deal of strength and bravery, but I am, guided and surrounded by great strength and complete bravery, So this is the kind of faith to have, and really it's better than having faith in yourself, because look, you could count all these things, well, the bank account, well, the this and that, and I got the insurance policy, and, I had the, rectal exam on time, everything's good there. And it's like, because there is no security anyway. There is no good outcome. There is no security at all, other than spiritual. That's it. That's the thing about the ninth house. Like, some people don't want to accept that. It don't matter how hard you believe in whatever you believe in, God, or, it's like your body's going to die. There's going to be these problems. It's just how it works. So the only real security and the only real strength is spiritual security, which is simply accepting that whatever happens, here's our advice, just happens. Justice happens. That's what just happens. I knew it was something like this coming. Another major arcana here with the Fool blocking us. This is the Justice card. Like I was just saying, it fits very well with justice. This is advice too. Wow. This is too, with justice, really getting our karma. And you could say, I believe it's going to be this Ten of Cups here. And you could say justice is served. And I want to be clear about this. This in no way refers to anyone else, and in any negative sense. This does not refer in any way to some ex maybe getting what they deserve or something like that. Not at all. This is totally about you getting what you deserve. And I think it's coming very soon, maybe this very weekend. At least it comes to, it starts, or there's something, or it consummates This could be already on you, energy here, guys. But you're beginning to see with the Fool and Justice here, that's you beginning to really see that this is a karmic connection. This is really, you don't have to question, is this real? Am I just dreaming? Am I, wearing rose-colored glasses? Wearing rose-colored glasses again, dreaming about my Ten of Cups, or is this real? And this suggests that it's real. And it involves a big karmic lesson, big karmic cycle going on here. And it's understandable to be counting your pentacles here. And probably in the past you were not reciprocated, And I think because you have the Seven of Pentacles and your mind is on reciprocation, what it is that you can't quite believe, think reversed, okay? What it is you can't really believe is that this love could just be real, and it could be just exactly what it seems to be, balanced, reciprocal. There's an answer to your question. Spirit's telling you it really is balanced and reciprocal energy. And the thing about it is, I think I know a little bit about this. This is a lot of effort. It's fussy energy. Takes a lot of effort. This is effortless energy. The Fool and Justice here. This is effortless energy and love. Yeah. So you don't even have to count. This is nothing like what you've experienced before. Keep telling myself, this is nothing like you've ever experienced before. Why? Because I've changed. That's the only reason why. There's only one reason why. There's only one reason why the world changes, because I change. That's it. It might not look that way. You may think that's crazy, but that's true. Knight of Cups. Boy, I like this as an outcome card. Facing onward into the read here. Now, Knights always are action. They're always Mars energy. Mars and Mercury are in cahoots, I'm thinking. Look at Virgo. I forget their degree, but they're in cahoots in Virgo, right around mid-degree of Virgo. It's in my first house. And, Mars and Mercury in cahoots, they're right there talking in the sky. And to me, that's like the chief intelligence officer is maybe talking to Mars. Mars is like the first shirt, if you know what that is. We want people to really run the military. Mars is like that experienced soldier, low-level commanding position that really has, his fingers on the pulse of the army or the war always. And Mercury is there. And they're both cynical and strong-minded and opinionated, and not to say Virgo's that way, but they're really discerning right now. I mean, they're up there looking around, just kind of taking things apart. I almost see it a little bit like what would be a Knight of Pentacles energy, because the Knight of Pentacles I see is like taking things apart, and before it attacks. That's why it can be so devastating. But when these two are combined, it just comes to mind, and that's where what's going on. Venus is doing great. It's in Libra now. And to me, it's like there's some energy here, movement for love. And you may have a water sign person too, but this is moving into the reading. I believe this is you. You are aggressively taking your cup. You are indeed making the decision that it is a go. You were questioning it in every way possible because you just couldn't believe it could be that good. And you weren't allowing yourself to believe it. Your advice was justice, and you're now believing it, and this is moving forward. If not right now, please comment. If you're not feeling this right now, I wonder if you will by the end of the weekend, okay? It's only Friday morning here, or Friday when you watch it, or, we got the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And, I think it's going to be a hell of a weekend. I mean, this moon, it's no matter, we don't have to worship it or put our crystals out, whatever, it's there, and this energy's there. It's big energy, but it could be something this weekend. I got the feeling too with all of this, like whatever's going on, it's so important. Whatever's going on in our life, this is going to be the next 20 years of our existence here somehow. It's going to encapsulate it, right? So thank you guys. Give me a thumbs up. Appreciate it if you subscribe. Do want to hit that 1,000 so we can do this live and get some interaction together. Thank you guys.